Okay. Well, here we have I want to be the guy of Fangame TAS by Nameless, and we have now commentating.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Hell yeah. All right.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Woo.
Okay. Just let me know when to go if you want to explain anything at first or whatever. You're going to go ahead.
I mean, we can just go ahead, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Sure. Just let me count down from 3 to go when it is time to start the timer.
Yeah. So the TAS actually has 2 seconds where it doesn't do anything and then restarts just for OBS capture to catch up. So it won't be exact. So
Okay.
I'll just start, I guess.
Okay.
So then 3, 2, 1. And screen share.
And we're off.
We're going.
So yeah. Hi, yeah. I'm here
guy.
as the guy semi-responsible for getting this started. So I was playing through Char and Nameless was watching my stream and I said that this would be a really cool task, and so he got on with it at some point. And it took months.
It took way too long.
It took so long. Yeah, we're gonna get into some of those details when we get there. So to describe Char a little bit, this was the second game by Necron, the guy who made I Wanna Be the Love Trap, which is a very, very famous game in the I Wanna community. This is the only other game he made, and it's almost just as influential. This game was supposed to have 26 stages, one for each letter. However, it's never actually been finished, so it finishes at Q, I think.
Yep, Q.
Yeah, okay. So the way the game works is that for each area, there's a number of yellow coins that you'll see in the hub rooms that we'll get into a bit, and there's also one red coin. And there's also achievements in this game, and this task does all of it. So, yeah, the yellow coins are the stuff that you can normally do is like 60 out of 100 difficulty. Red coins get pretty hard, and then the achievements tend to get a little insane.
Yeah. 2 of the achievements actually had to be fixed because they're broken.
Yeah. Yeah, they just don't work, unfortunately.
We're coming up on the first achievement now, actually. To get this achievement, you have to shoot this boss only from the right. And I tried a lot to get this in one cycle, and yeah.
Yep, it's a tassel, right? There you go.
It probably took half an hour just to get this one segment done.
Yeah, I remember you talking to me about that one. It was quite a bit of a...
I got 1 HP off like 3 times or something. I tried to do it so long.
For the record, the jump in time with the song at the end of the boss there is actually built into the game. That's not part of the task.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should also mention the pipe at the start in the first area was technically actually the first achievement, because this game also has outfits that you can get.
These blocks are supposed to fall that way.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, so yeah, sorry, you explain this.
You could just do this.
Okay,
bunny
so
hops. Yep.
Oh, I'm a little behind on the video, that's why, my bad.
Are you watching the Discord?
Yeah, I was looking at chat to see what people were saying. That was my mistake.
Yeah, I'm streaming on Discord, so you can watch.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That should be lower delay. Also, there's a specific achievement sound, so if you haven't heard it yet, you will get to hear it later again. There are 12 achievements, so...
Yeah, it's the Xbox 360 achievement sound.
There's still quite a bit to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe this is the second stage?
Yeah, this is stage 3 now, so Natsu was... Oh, second stage, third area, yeah. So yeah, Natsu was talking earlier about Cycle Needle, and mentioned how Char could possibly be the first game to do it, and I think the secret room there with the red coin very much shows that.
Yeah. There will also be some RNG manipulation in this one. And if you know me, then you know that I don't like using the seed changer that is given in GameMaker 8 emulator. It caused a lot of pain.
Yeah,
Let's just
it
say
did.
it like that.
Yeah, that's Nameless doesn't like to air quotes cheat, so he does it legit, and unfortunately that causes problems.
Yeah,
And, oh boy,
So-
did it cause problems.
yeah, the thing is, if you just use the seed changer, you basically rely on that there exists a seed that will actually give this kind of RNG that you want. But if you do it legit like this, legit in air quotes, then you know that this is actually possible to do this way.
Yeah.
This is gonna get interesting later, so we will get back to it.
Yeah, so you can kind of see as well, each area is sort of based on a theme. So this area was called Delicious, you can tell that there's a lot of fruit in this one.
There's also a trap coming up like right now. This
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, some of the traps are a little mean as well, especially with how long that room is.
Yeah, but I think this game doesn't throw like this is actually the like different song. Yeah. What I wanted to say is I believe this game doesn't throw like traps at you so frequently that you always expect it. It's like kind of spaced out well. Also,
It
you
does a
need to
great job of trying to play with your expectations.
yeah, you need to go to the right to trigger that fruit to be able to access this area.
Yeah. Yeah, this is also one of the few areas with a different song as well. Most of it's still just Guy Rock.
Guy Rock is awesome.
It is, yeah, that is true, yes.
Shoutouts to Guy Rock.
I love that you go under there as well. Like, it saves just a little bit more time than taking the normal route for everyone.
Yeah, this TAS is quite optimized.
Yeah.
There's still a few mistakes, which you may actually be able to spot if you really look out for it. But yeah, this is we enter this a second time, and this is actually gonna be the first instance of RNG manipulation in this run. And I have some notes here.
So
Yeah,
if
this
you
save
see-
right there.
If you think the TAS is freezing at some point because the player's just stuck on the spot for a moment, no, it's not freezing, that's just what Nameless is doing.
Yep.
He is spamming save and restart for like 1,000 times over a second.
No, that doesn't work. It's still
I
limited
know
at
it's not
50 per
actually
second.
1,000, it's exaggerated for the point.
Yeah. Basically, the way you can manipulate RNG in this game. Actually, yeah, let's. This is VFPI hop here, or like 5 in a row.
Oh, this thing, oh my
Yeah,
god.
and then mini F because it saves time, of course.
Yeah, skipping the trigger entirely because you don't land on the ground for long enough.
Yep. You just don't touch the trigger. For RNG manipulation, you can press Q, the classic suicide button. It calls RNG exactly 1083 times, and then you can save and reset, which is a problem because it doesn't call RNG a specific number of times, but it's roughly 970 times, but depends on other factors. And yeah.
Yeah, so if you're wondering how much work went into this task, Nameless knows this information.
I don't know why this do you know the lore behind this, I guess?
Oh,
This
which part?
section?
So Yayoi's name can be split into 3 parts, Ya, Yo, and I, which is actually 3 Japanese numbers. And so those 3 numbers are her health bar here. I don't even remember how many hits was it? There's like 400
600
or
something?
600, yeah, that makes sense. Why you do this for 600 damage, I don't know, but it's something Necron built in.
Yeah, this is probably the dullest part of this TAS, I believe.
Yeah,
It's just
this-
shooting. for
This
over
was
a
the
minute.
most boring part for Nameless to make. He was losing his mind while he was doing it.
It took me so long just because it's so boring.
So yeah, you literally just do this for about 2 minutes straight.
Or like
There's
1.5.
no RNG manipulation here or anything. Yeah, you shoot on the right side, you shoot on the left side, and then you repeat for all of the health. And if you don't finish her in time before the song ends, and it's cut really weirdly as well, so you don't even get the full song, then you just get kicked out and have to go around again.
Yeah. Yeah, normally you would see how when you shoot on the right, she's on the left, and then you have to shoot her on the left and she appears on the right, but it's so fast, it's just... yeah. But yeah, we're coming up on the end of this section right now, and are going to go to boss 2 now. Which is Bowser. Spoiler.
Yeah, this one also has an achievement as well. The goal here is don't miss a shot.
I actually avoid a crash on
Really?
on this boss. I don't know why, but I think on the 4th hit I stall for a second or something, just so the game doesn't crash. And it actually crashed the emulator if Bowser didn't face right first, or like it softlocked the emulator. I mean. And
Interesting.
I'm not sure why. I never figured it out, and I don't think anyone else looked into it, so like, we don't know. Just fun fact.
So yeah,
Stage
you
3.
can't hit Bowser from the front there, you've got to hit him from behind, so whenever he jumps over, that's when you go and shoot him. Yeah, sorry, carry on.
No, I wasn't. Okay. More cycles.
A lot more cycles. Yeah, so the red coin here, you've got to loop around the bottom row before you can actually go down.
No.
Otherwise, there's a couple of fruits in the way that just instantly kill you.
We should have talked this through first. I was gonna make a joke about how I missed
Oh,
the coin.
I'm sorry. Oh, no.
You
Oh,
ruined
my
it.
bad.
No. Can we
Keep
start
saying
over?
the speed was-
Can we
yeah,
start
can we start over? Just restart the run. It's only 15 minutes in. It's fine.
Yep.
Just tell your joke now. We got time. This screen doesn't have much to talk about.
Oh look, this yellow coin from last room. We missed it. Oh no.
Oh, no. Oh, my God.
Oh, we got it. What? Oh my god, I
Oh,
didn't know
crazy,
that.
whoa.
Whoa.
Oh, my God. That did actually throw me off when I was watching the TAS for the first time. I saw you miss the coin. Like, wait, what do you mean you missed the coin?
Oh,
Is this the reset
remember
channel or
the
something?
save? Where I forgot that normally you use saves in this game. I was like, wait, why is there a gap here? What is this area for? And you're like,
Yeah, you
should
didn't realize
save?
you could reuse the save on the right side of the screen.
oh yeah, this little skip. That's an awesome warp entry.
Yeah, I love this skip. It's so good.
This area is also great. I would recommend, I will publish this on YouTube afterward. And if you want to, feel free to watch this section in slow motion, because,
Yeah, this section is madness. Like, this stage in general is pretty infamous because of the red coin, but, like, the way Nameless does the main saves as well is just ridiculous.
yeah. There was another achievement there.
Yeah, there's an achievement
for,
in there, yeah, for shooting the blocks in the right way.
Yeah. It goes
Just
so
watching this never
fast.
gets old. It's so ridiculously quick.
Yeah.
Like, it never gets old.
Yeah. Like, the world record for this is, you know?
No.
Like, I don't think anyone
It's
ran
under
this.
30 minutes. It's under 30 minutes for, like, doing all the areas up to the final stage with just yellow coins.
Yeah, the yellow coins. But I mean,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, dude.
Yeah,
Nobody's done 100% in a single sitting, that's for sure.
yeah.
Like, nobody's done all red coins in a single sitting. It's just a bit too ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh,
'Cause
also,
there's
if your ears didn't get killed by boss 1, then you're welcome. I rebalanced audio, because that part was insanely loud. Also, this stage has a gimmick where you jump automatically.
Yep. Yeah, this is one of the 2 hardest secrets in the game. It doesn't look too difficult, but it's very, very deceptive, as both me and Walst took over 10 hours, I believe, each to try to get this, and Walst gave up.
And the TAS just does it. Deathless.
Yeah, obviously, the TAS just does it. The TAS just holds left the whole time, alright, doesn't have a care in the world. He just goes.
And I lied. This TAS finishes with 693 deaths because of RNG manipulation.
Oh man, speaking of RNG manipulation, so I mentioned the TAS looking like it freezes at points, so I just want to go through the next one before we get to it. The next stage is called Lucky.
Now the next one is Kitten.
The next one's not Lucky. Oh, okay, I'll get to it later then.
Yeah, we're on J now, and next is K, and then L.
Okay, so we get that secret first, nice.
Yeah, I think then isn't which. Yeah, the next one I think is there's a trap there where that one block doesn't make you jump automatically.
Yeah, that is the only block in this stage that does not auto jump you, so you just walk off to your death.
Yeah, Kitten next.
Yeah, so Kitten stage is most. I don't know why it's
this
called
jump
Kitten,
is really
but
precise. This coin grab. Just as a fun fact. You can keep going now.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, that one's so hard to do. Yeah, you try that and you just can't make it as a player. It's ridiculous how precise some of these jumps are. Like, they always look easy when you watch a TAS do it, then you try it yourself and you realize just how close it comes.
Yeah. Not important to ask. Wait, hold on. You're telling me Nameless isn't running this? What do you mean I'm not running this? I'm running this right now.
Yeah.
Can't you hear my keyboard inputs? Maybe my mic is too good.
Oh, I'll turn it down a little bit just so everyone can hear. Oh, wow, goddamn, Nameless.
Wow.
That's impressive.
Wow. Oh, look at me go.
There you go.
And
the mic, yeah.
Done. I found the matching pair. That's what you have to do in the.
You've got some really good eyes. Yeah, there's one square on the left, one square on the right, and you've got to match them together.
Yep.
And it's genuinely one of the hardest secrets to be.
Yeah, I think.
Obviously, the touch us immediately.
I think for the achievement, the achievement is you click them before touching the ground.
Yeah.
And
yeah, so you've got to do it while you're talking.
I think the way you're supposed to do it is to freeze your window by holding it. And because there's a specific timer where even when it's frozen, that happens. RNG manipulation.
Okay, so yeah, the thing freezing here. So Nameless showed me at one point a giant graph that he has for the spreadsheet stage here. A giant spreadsheet, sure, of a bunch of combinations of pressing R, Q, and S to try to make sure he could get the correct save. Because he's got to do 2 passes of this screen. The first one here is to get all of the money, because that's an achievement. So he had to manipulate to make sure that he got the last row at the end, because you have a 1 in 9 chance of getting all of the money at the end, in the end drops. And then he has to manipulate it again to roll the end of this thing, because he needs to get bankrupt so that he can get the red coin.
Baron, I'm so sorry I missed the coin, no. Anyways, yeah, we're just gonna fall down these. And, fun fact, normally these wouldn't refresh your jump, but if you have a specific V-string, then you do actually get your jump refreshed and can just save a couple of more frames each shot. Yep. And now the lottery.
Yep. Oh man. Like I mentioned the freezing because it threw me off, and I genuinely thought that
I remember that.
For me for a moment.
I remember that. We're gonna do a second pass now to get, well, one, the coin, and more RNG manipulation to get the first one to be the one without any builds. I believe what you need to do is collect none of the builds, and then get the bankrupt.
It doesn't matter how many builds you collect.
Okay, yeah, it was just bankrupt. And the bankrupt is 1 in 255.
Yeah.
So, yeah, easy.
Yeah, you have a 1 in 255 chance of getting this on every attempt.
Yeah, I believe it's rigged.
I mean, for TAS, yeah, maybe.
But yeah, the first pass, the RNG manipulation, I actually brute forced, and after that I was like, this is not gonna work. At least later I would have to write a program for this. So I did, and yeah,
we'll
took
talk
a lot
about
of
that
time.
when we get to that boss.
The boss
So,
rush.
material here is a giant maze. This is one of the few parts that could probably be more optimal, but imagine trying to optimize your maze routes here. So I think what you said you did was you just took the first one and just, went through as optimally as you could.
Yeah, the thing is, I had to check manually what the maze looks like. So I mapped it out first, basically, and then said, this is actually a pretty good maze layout. I'm just gonna take this. You're also supposed to see these, get jump scared by fruit if they showed up. Which
there's a couple of fruit that's bouncing around the whole thing. Yeah. Like, there's one that's just following the ending.
Yeah.
So when you get to the end of the screen, you just really hope that it doesn't spawn. Yeah, there's one for a moment. Yeah. You just hope it doesn't spawn in front of your face. But this is genuinely terrifying.
Yeah.
God, some of these saves are so hard to deal with when you're playing. Because you can't tell when the fruits are going to move out of your way, or if they're just going to go straight to you at every opportunity. But obviously your TAS just blasts right through, so there's no problems whatsoever. Oh yeah, hope you remember that coin from the beginning. Oh boy, so welcome to the boss rush section of this game. So Necron's known for liking the evolutions a lot. The secret items in I Want to Be the Love Trap are all various versions of Eevee. The achievement here is Killer Shiny, which is 1 in 8,000 chance.
8,192 to be exact. You also have a 1 in 8 chance for it to be a female, which gives it a bow. And guess what I do for every single one of these?
Yeah, so Nameless made a giant set of code for each individual one of these, because they all have their own health and defense values and various other things, and let the program run to try to figure out whether it would be optimal or not to take a certain seed, and then took that seed with spamming QR and save to try to get to that seed.
Basically, for each one of these, there's a 1 in 65,563 chance for it to be both a shiny and a female. And then the rest of the stats, like defense, HP, the iframe length, are also all random stats. So, for some of these I could just basically brute force the entire fight beforehand. But some of these have RNG in the middle of it, which you could simulate at the beginning still, but not the entire fight, no. So, for some of these I just decided on my own, like, if looking at the stats, this one looks to be the fastest probably. Just so, like, if you also went, for example, for lowest HP and iframes possible on top of that, that would be like 1 in 67 million. So, I already, with the 65,000 chance, I already only had quite a limited options for which one I could pick.
Yeah, like you can see just before this boss, he takes at least 4 to 5 seconds just to get the seed correct. So if you like made it 1 in a 60 million or whatever instead of 60,000, you'd probably be taking minutes just standing on the spot before you even get to the boss fight.
Yeah. Right. The crit chance in these fights is 1 in 16, always. Except when you're TAS and can just, like, yeah.
Yeah.
Because...
So yeah, you'll actually see sometimes Nameless doesn't shoot immediately, and that's specifically because of getting a crit chance shot, right?
Yeah, or just higher damage, because the damage rolls are random. Like, sometimes it's 6, sometimes it's 7, and sometimes it's 5 damage, whatever. And that will be, like, the crit chance will be ridiculous on the last one. I just... feel free to count the hits and how many of them were crits, because it is a 1 in 16.
Yeah, it plays a different sound when you get a crit shot instead of a regular shot as well, just like in Pokemon.
Yeah. This fight was boring to TAS up until the very end, where it actually got interesting. And yeah, here I wait quite a long time, because otherwise I would have needed 2 hits, and it would have been slower than just getting the crit. This one is kind of interesting, but not really. It's also just, I thought I would get more of an opportunity to get more crits here, more RNG manipulation, but it turns out whenever it shoots a group of apples, cherry, delicious fruit, whatever, that's when it calls RNG once to determine the size of the group. And now, count the crits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That one wasn't a crit. 8, 9, not a crit. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and yeah. I didn't manipulate the last one to be a crit. That one was just a crit. It just turned out to be.
Oh my god, it's yeah. Yeah, that little section was probably by far the longest part of this TAS.
And for the first time, cycles.
Yeah, cycles again.
Also, this one is random, which one falls down. Notice the clock. I did not manipulate it in the end. I couldn't figure out how, and didn't want to spend forever on figuring out. It just turned out to be pretty good for
I mean, you get to do the sick jump between the fruit, so it does work out very well.
True. At least we got an upper gap.
Yeah. Yeah, because apparently the emulator keeps whatever time you had when you started making the TAS, from what we can tell. Yeah. So it advances as normal as the game's concerned, not as real time. So he couldn't just make the TAS at a different time to change when the clock was at.
Yeah, I asked Adam how I might go about it, and gave a couple of ideas, but most of them didn't work, or were just sounded really difficult to do.
Yeah, unfeasible.
I'm doing this one backwards.
Yeah, I was gonna say as well, you're supposed to come in from the top for this one. Everyone tries from the bottom first, and then they realize this fruit jump on the middle right is impossible.
Yep, barely isn't. You need to be here and need a specific line.
Yeah, you need a specific line, you need to bunny hop, and you pretty much need to jump immediately, otherwise you are not making that jump on the right.
No, it's a specific cycle frame.
Oh, okay. Oh, a specific cycle frame. Okay, yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yep.
Like, that's not a humanly feasible jump.
Normally you would go from the top of the screen and go up left, but, you know, just do it backwards. It's faster.
Yeah, just do it backwards, forehead. Yeah, because as you saw from the first stage with the Mario pipe, you can go off the top of the screen here and it won't kill you, and it's the same case for this screen as well. It lets you go over the top of a couple of screens and then get into the secret via the back door.
The best song in the game.
Yep. Actually, this isn't actually a song in the game, it's literally just 2 sound effects playing on an alarm timer.
I turned both of them down, yeah. I found it quite irritating, especially having to watch this on frame skip. Thanks for the cat gems, by the way.
Yeah.
Real gemmer.
So the red coin for this stage is to not double jump at any point in time, and thankfully, as it turns out, you can take all the coins as well while not double jumping. Otherwise, he would have had to do 2 loops of this stage as well.
Well, the last one we don't get immediately, actually. But yeah.
Yeah, that is true. Well, you can't do the achievement immediately, but you can get the coin.
That one you cannot do with only a single jump, yes. We return for both the achievement and the coin. The achievement will probably also be like the second most boring thing in this test.
Yeah, yeah, it's one of the few parts to the task that I just forward arrowed through on the YouTube video, just because it's 30 loops of the same thing, which is pretty funny as an achievement. It's also very, very difficult again.
Yeah, it's also
the
difficult
cycles.
to find.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how you're
it's one of
supposed
the
to
achievements
find
that was
it.
broken as well, right?
Yeah, that one was broken.
Yeah, that was one of the achievements that just doesn't work for some reason.
Yeah. Another quirk of only having a single jump, it's easy to optimize.
Oh, so many of these you have to wait for a frame. Yeah.
We love cycles out here.
We love cycles.
TASing cycles isn't awful at all. No.
Better reset on the correct save to make sure you get the good cycle in like 15 minutes time.
Yeah, you have to make sure, like, well, in this case it wasn't awful because you don't have a choice for which save you take. You can't take any because all of them are out of reach. Or you can get them, but then you would have to double jump.
Yeah.
And now loops.
Yeah, and now the loop section.
I think we're at 5 now. Maybe. It's gonna take a while. It's like 1.5 minutes of this. So enjoy your time.
You'd like to talk about? Anything relating to GM8 emulator or other tasks you've got going on?
I guess I could talk about what I plan to do next. Which is, the next thing I will do is probably actually try out streaming TASing. Which I would do with, well, one of the upcoming things is MSR Remastered 4. Like, I'm one of the testers for that game. Stage 4, I mean. And, yeah. We'll probably be testing Stage 4. And then after that, well, yeah, the TAS failed the estimate. I don't want to spoil what the time is. Feel free to guess, but yeah, it doesn't make the estimate, sorry. The next thing we had, or like, I got together and asked, hey, would anyone want to do K3 100%? One person now said, sure, I would collab. Oh, we're done with the loops.
Hey,
and
we're free!
Yeah, that's kinda like, I got into routing that now.
Yeah, so Nameless has a couple of big things on the horizon there.
I'm not sure if K3 100% will happen, but I hope it will. It would be huge. It's like one of the things I want to just see.
It would be like an hour long.
It would probably be a bit longer. This one is my longest test so far, definitely. And
yeah, mostly because of the boss rush, right?
Yeah, also that. But I think, for reference, MSR Remastered Stage 3 100% had 15,000 re-records. This one has 21,000. At least for MSR Remastered Stage 3, I already did everything beforehand in testing, and then tried to optimize it. This one I went in blind, basically. I knew whatever I saw in Naloa stream, but other than that, I was pretty much blind to the game, which is a common. Yeah, it's a common thing for me. I usually just
that makes sense.
Don't know the games I'm testing. Also, in the time I made this, I also released 2 other tests, which were quite short, but still.
So do you want to complain about the secret red coin screen, by the way? About how you couldn't make so many cycles by about a frame?
Yeah, 2 cycles on this. One in the top right, where you could, if it were possible, you could just skip the entire left side of it. This entire screen, but it was barely not possible by like 2 or 3 frames. And then there's another.
Almost grab the water.
Yeah,
and then jump over the fruit.
There's another cycle thing on the left side of the screen, where it's 1 frame away from working. Which it feels intentional, which is weird because this happens when it's like, why is that apple line you can just abuse? when that's a thing.
Just skip the save, it's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, it's hard to tell sometimes with Necron because he clearly was on another level as a maker.
I can't tell if it's intentional or not, is the thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly it. Like, is it just a funny thing that he's trying to mess with a player with, or is it just a happy accident?
Yeah. Maybe he really just didn't want it to be possible. Who knows? Just like who the maker of this game is. As you can see in the overlay.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, who knows who made this TAS? It's a mystery to everyone.
No, the game. But yeah.
Oh.
Off to the best stage.
Yep, final area.
The TAS is almost done.
So the way this stage works is that there's 4 screens. Is it 3 or 4? I forget now.
4.
Okay, so there's 4, and they each have this whole little mini game going on where you got to go back and forth between 2 buttons, and it draws in blocks on how much your score has to be to get the coin. However, for the red coin, you need to get a score of 123 between all screens combined, and obviously as a TAS, some of them are pretty optimal. Obviously, you could get more score, but he didn't want to waste time trying to go to the next screen.
Yeah. Guesses now as to what the final count will be. Feel free to guess.
Like how
it's
much
not
score do you think we'll
123, by the way.
It's not 123. God, the third screen upsets me so much.
It's also
so good.
This one is so
good. I'm genuinely convinced you just don't land. Like, you just have infinite jump for some reason.
The thing is, I don't land on the ground. Like, I land on, or jump off of the middle block.
Yeah, off the block, yeah.
Or like,
no, I know, I
can
can see. Just that you're there for such a short period of time, and it's the same for the next one as well. It just looks like you're basically just jumping on the spot.
Yeah, this one is insane. This one looks like you actually have infinite jump.
Yeah, it really does. Because you're only on the ground for a frame, I assume, or something, right?
I don't land at all. I just jump off of
what?
it. Like,
oh
you
my
can,
god.
Going up, the game just checks if you're within a pixel of the ground, and then you can jump. So you can also jump off of it when going up.
Oh my god.
Yep. We're coming close to time.
Alright.
So next up is the red coin here. And then there's just a final achievement, which you get for changing your kid skin. I don't know.
Yeah, change the kid's sprite.
So, time. You can't see him. He's at the wall.
Yeah, he's inside the block on the side, so...
Yeah. The test stopped, so I can't show it off.
The real question is, though, what outfit did you choose? Mario or Yayoi?
It's the Mario one.
Oh, okay, good choice, good choice.
No
anime going on with this one.
I didn't even know the other one gave one, to be honest. And I noticed later.
The life of a TASer. Doesn't even know what the game does.
True. The final time of this is 63 minutes, 50 seconds, and or 63:50.3.
Wow.
693 deaths. Now do it deathless.
Oh dear.
Well, that was awesome. TASs in general are probably one of my favorite things to watch. They're insane.
Enjoy the upcoming tasks as well.
Oh yeah. Coming up next, we actually have Celeste by A Bit of Data. I'm excited for that one too. Have you guys seen that clip of it's I think it's one of the core levels that they get it done in like 13 seconds.
Oh no, I think I know
I'm
the
pretty
one,
sure,
yeah.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. You like
It's
blink
ridiculous.
and it's gone.
Like, oh, they're going to do a hyper, and they're gone.
Yeah. Celeste has some crazy tech, and Fangames, well, yeah. You don't have much speed tech, I guess. You have slow tech, which lets you change your horizontal line. over a period of a month.
All right, well, that was awesome. Thanks so much.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, all right. Well, thanks for such an amazing run, guys. Hope you have a great rest of your day.
Thanks, you too.
Yep.
Hell yeah. All right. Like I said, next up we got Celeste. So stay tuned for that.